Eric here with Team Eccentric, bringing you guys another dual commentary video. This time it is me on the left playing my Danger Thunder Guard Dragon build. It is the full power build, pre-banlist, so you guys will see like the Phantom Sky Blasters and things like that. It's just a matter of I wanted to get this up before the ban list is in effect. So Connor's on the right playing his Cyber Dragons, by the way. So we're gonna get into it, and I'm sorry the camera's a little shaky. I have my one of my skateboarding settings on, so it's kind of one of those things. But so I start and I go with Sekka's Light, and he has no responses, so I draw 2. And then after that, I banish the Sekka's Light to try and send something back, shuffle it in, and draw a card. So I reveal the Dragon Roar and send it back, figuring that I could probably use a Roar in the deck so that I can tutor it out with some other effect. Usually if you get a Batteryman Solar and a white Dragon Wyver Burster, you can do it that way. I use Thunder Dragon effect, which allows me to basically add 2 other copies of Thunder Dragon. Up to 2 copies of Thunder Dragon, but I in the Danger build, I like to add 2, so it's more of a chance that I hit that instead of any other cards I want to use. I use it, Dragon Hawk to bring back Thunder Dragon. Then I normal summon Phantom Sky Blaster, giving me 2 tokens. I link one of the tokens away. I go into Link Spider. And then here, I link 4. And there goes the first Saryuja. So now, effective Saryuja. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I drew White Dragon Wyver Burster and Batteryman Solar, as you can see, so I put the 3 cards back. And here, I believe I used Saryuja's effect. Yep, I used Saryuja's effect to special summon Batteryman Solar. I used its effect. On summon, at least. Batteryman Solar's effect to send Dragon Roar. Exactly what I intended to do in the first place when I sent the Roar back. I banished the Roar to special summon my White Dragon Wyver Burster. And then Saryuja increases Wyver Burster, and then Roar special summons Dark from the deck. I actually could have put another token on the board. I actually should have, but I completely forgot because I did summon another monster, but that's okay. So I link into LP, and then Wyver Burster's effect allows me to add the Collapse Serpent. Now, while any of the Guard Dragons are on the board, I can only special summon dragons until they leave the field. So I use LP's effect to special summon Eclipse Wyvern, and then Saryuja increases Wyvern. After that, I link Eclipse Wyvern into Pisty, and then Wyvern's effect banishes a level 8 or higher lighter dark dragon from my deck until it's banished from the grave, and then I add it to my hand. So I banish the Diabolos, and then I use Pisty's effect to special summon the Diabolos to a zone that 2 link monsters point to. And after that, I use the Diabolos effect. I tribute a dark monster I control, and then basically Connor gets to choose one of the cards in his hand and either sends it to the top or the bottom of the deck. So clearly he sends it to the top. After that, I link 2, and I go into Agripane, and then I use Agripane's effect, and I special summon Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss in the zone that both Agripane and LP point to. After that, I banish the Wyver Burster for the Collapse Serpent, and then I link 4. And to the other Saryuja, so Saryuja 1, and Collapse Serpent 2. I can't summon the Wyver Burster I'm adding, but it's another resource that I can shuffle away to get more advantage off of the Saryuja effect if I use Saryuja's Chainlink 2, so that's exactly what I do. And I put back 3 cards. By the way, guys, I know that a lot of people have been asking for my Mermail deck profile, from a few weeks ago. I'm working on that. It's just now that Mermail Abyss Lacia has been announced, I'm waiting until I can get that card in my extra deck, because that card actually changes some of the strategy in the deck. So it doesn't change necessarily some of the combos, but there are different plays we can go down. So I use Dark, by the way, to go into Colossus, and then Dark's effect, when it's sent from field to grave, allows me to add Dragon Duo. But yeah, guys. So like I was saying, I banish the light, and I banish Batterman Solar and Collapse Serpent for Dragon Duo, and then Saryuja increases Dragon Duo by 300. But like I was saying, guys, you can see I overlay into the Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon, and then right into Dark Matter, another banned card. And then I send 3 dragons from deck to grave. So I send Archbrave, Goliath, and the second Wyver Burster, because I sent it back off of Saryuja. But I'm gonna see if maybe I can perhaps go to the sneak peek for Dark Neostorm, and we'll see if I can pull the Mermail Link, or at least trade for it. So then I can bring you guys a deck profile as soon as possible. But it's really all kind of dependent, guys. I'm gonna see what I can do. No, regardless, my deck profile won't be coming out until I get the card officially. So just keep you guys' eyes open for that, because it will happen. It's just a matter of waiting until the card is officially printed. So now after that, he's resolving Dark Matter's effect. So I sent 3 dragons for cost. He banishes 3 of his Cyber Dragons, and then after that, I special summon off of Saryuja with the special the Thunder Dragon, go into another Colossus, and then after that, I think here I pass my turn. So basically, I end with Dark Matter. During his standby phase, I special summon the Goliath using Archbreaker's effect. So I special summon Goliath, and then I have the Colossus and the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Not the best Danger Thunder Dragon board possible, but it's certainly a good one. I have the negate. I have he can't summon from the extra deck, and he can't search. And I have a 33 body on board, or a 43 body on board as well. That does a lot of damage. Basically, that field was pretty tough for Cyber Dragons to crack, I think. As we can see, we are going to game 2. But honestly, I can't wait to get the Mermail Link and the Burning Abyss Link. That's another card I will be looking for as well, because I do have Burning Abyss. I actually have dual videos with Burning Abyss, but none of them ever seem to, they never really seem to be too interesting, honestly. Literally, some of my Burning Abyss duels literally last, 2 turns, a match, per match. So, I just never really post them because they're not interesting. They only last, 5 minutes. But, regardless, I try to post interesting duels that actually are worth watching, that are at least a little bit back and forth here and there. Just something to put up that's actually, it's interesting. It's something that actually, it's just something to watch. It's not, 5-minute... OTKs. Once in a while, that's okay, but, just duels like that, honestly, even if I win them, I just don't even want to post them, because they're not worth putting up, in my opinion. But, regardless of all that, guys, honestly, Dark Neostorm, in my opinion, is going to be a great set. I cannot wait for it. I really am going to try to go to the sneak peek. I don't know, what the deal is with that. I don't know what, I know some of the stores, in my area that have them. It's kind of tough to get out there for me as well, because I think the closest store that has them is maybe an hour away, an hour drive. So I got to figure that out and figure out what if anybody else is going, or if I'm going to be filming skateboarding that day, or what my plans are. And then who knows, maybe I can pull the Mermail Link, get lucky. But as you can see, we are siding for game 2, and knowing Cyber Dragons, knowing the way that Connor plays Cyber Dragons, I figure it's not too difficult for me to just set up the big boards and make it so that he just quite literally can't play. Which I guess is also not really too interesting, but at least you get to see kind of my thought process with the deck. And I know that the deck is getting hit as of April 29th, but that's kind of why I figured I'd put this up now, get it out of the way. You guys can at least watch it and enjoy it. But now, actually, Connor goes first. He normal summons Naster, one of the best Cyber Dragon cards. He links into Link Karibo, and he activates Cyber Repair Plant. And I guess he's considering what would be the best option. I don't think Connor was on point when he played this duel. So he had Galaxy Soldier. Or no, he had Cyber Dragon, rather. And I think he kind of misplayed here. He didn't really realize what he should have done. It happens, it happens to the best of us. I've made mistakes playing Necros, with the new list that I'm bringing to you guys soon, by the way. I've made mistakes with that deck as well. You add the wrong resource thinking that you can play through, but you just kind of mess up. It happens. But now it's my turn to activate Thunder Dragon. So I had 2 copies of Thunder Dragon, and this not only does that, but it allows me to get, the capability that any of my Thunder effect monsters become Colossus, essentially, which is really strong. So then after that, I reveal one of my danger monsters. I believe the one I reveal is Tsuchinoko. I'm not too sure, but I think it's Tsuchinoko that I revealed. But either way, so he rolls for it. I have 7 cards in my hand, but I have like an 8-sided die right there, which is really awkward. But so he rolls a 4, and I ditch the other Thunder Dragon in my hand, which is why I add 2 Thunder Dragons, by the way. It's actually Nessie that I revealed. So then I draw a card, and you can see I drew the Tsuchinoko. So now I normal summon the Phantom Sky Blaster, create 2 tokens, link the 1 token up, go into Link Spider, and then there's the first Saryuja of the game. So there's that, and then I attempt its effect, and he chains Ogre, which is really strong. I still get Saryuja's effect, but it really kind of hinders me a lot, so I put 3 back, and that leaves me with no bodies on board, no resources that I can play off of and start special summoning and things like that, and I already normal summon the Phantom Sky Blaster, so that leaves me with damn near nothing. But, I opt to try and play through it. I figure that, there's got to be a way I can do this. I banish a Light in the Dark, special summon the Duo, which I drew, and then I reveal the Tsuchinoko. And he rolls for it. And I ditch the Ash Blossom, special summon the Tsuchinoko, and then effect to draw. I'm just trying to think of ways to play through this, because Ogre on the Saryuja was really strong. Definitely hindered my turn. It made it so that I couldn't really do much. But so I think here, let's see. So I go to battle phase, I use Duo, attack the Link Rebo, who tributes it off. After that I go right into the Colossus. Figuring that at least I can establish some kind of, presence and apply pressure with just Colossus on board. I mean, granted, Colossus isn't necessarily, good against this particular, matchup, considering it's in my extra deck zone. He can just go right into Chimera Tech, I believe that's Chimera Tech, whatever dragon. I don't even know. But either way, he fuses my Colossus away, normal summons Cyber Dragon Core, and then uses Core's effect, searching the Cyber Emergency. And that's one thing that I have to say, is that Cyber Dragons have outs to anything that's in the extra monster zone. So, literally, if that's, your best play, they can literally just be like, alright, well, I'm going to contact fuse with your monster into this Chimera Tech monster, and now fuck you. Kind of ruins your entire, any strategy you thought you had. Especially if it revolves around monsters being the extra deck zone. But all I have on board is Danger Tsuchinoko, and Connor's Ghost Ogre against my Saryuja was really potent. It left me almost needing more resources and needing ways to get into more monsters so that I could, try and, establish bigger boards and things like that. And, just ogring my Saryuja. Yes, I still got the draw effect, but that doesn't necessarily matter if I have no ways to special summon more monsters onto the field. because you know that's the whole purpose of this deck is to just special summon monsters using partially Saryuja's effect, partially monsters' own summon conditions, and just establish an insane unbreakable board. So he goes into Seeker by linking off with his Chimera attack and his Cyber Dragon Core, which counts as Cyber Dragon on the field and in the grave, by the way. He activates Monster Reborn, and he wants to target my Colossus, but obviously Colossus can only be summoned off of its own summon condition, so that is not a thing. So he targets an Aster. And then he uses an effect to special summon back Cyber Dragon. And honestly, I feel as if I'm dead in the water here. He attacks with Naster over my Tsuchinoko, attacks 21, and then I think he chains, or he responds with the Quick Play Fusion Overload, whatever. The Overload Quick Play spell that allows him to fuse. And he goes into the yep, and then he attempts its effect, and I use Gamma. He goes into the the Cyber Dragon Fusion, the one that came out in Breakers of Shadow, and he attempts its effect, and I had Gamma in my hand. I actually sided the Gammas in, figuring that if he's going first, I could probably mitigate his going first boards with hand traps. But now he passes to me, and I don't have too many resources to play off of, but I figure I could probably do something. So I banish the Thunder Dragon for Collapse Serpent, and then I normal summon Phantom Sky Blaster, and I don't have a way to get into Saryuja because my one Link Spider is in the graveyard. So this kind of leaves me leaves things to be desired. I should have obviously, you're not going to play more than one Link Spider, so really can't say anything about it other than, well, I used my resource, so now I'm kind of screwed at this point. In terms of getting more different bodies on the board to summon Saryuja, because I have enough bodies if the tokens were different, but unfortunately they are not. So I attempt to think of a way that I can get away, I can get some kind of a means to summon Saryuja to the board, and there is a way. I think here, how do I go about this? Because I remember I was able to get into Saryuja. That's right. I link into the LP, and then or is that the Pisty? I think that's LP. But I use, I use Collapse Serpent's effect to add the Wyver Burster, and then after that I link 4, and actually no, it's the Pisty. So yeah, I link 4 into Saryuja, and then effect of Wyver Burster as Chainlink 2, and Saryuja's Chainlink 1, so that I can chain block Connor if he had any hand traps. So I add the Collapse Serpent. That I can't summon, by the way, because I already summoned one this turn. And then I draw the 4. And then put 3 cards back. This is honestly part of the reason why Phantom Sky Blaster is actually a good hit on the ban list, because just being able to make multiple Saryujas and have an aggressive scapegoat that really doesn't have too many negatives other than the fact that it has to be your normal summon. Like that's not really too much of a detriment. So just hitting Phantom Sky Blaster, in my opinion, probably should have happened a little sooner. But then Saryuja effect, special summon Thunder Dragon, banish Light and Dark, special summon Duo. And then Saryuja increases them both. Not simultaneously, obviously, but he increases them both, on their summons. And then I figure I can probably at least do some pretty good damage. So I use Duo to attack over the Seeger, because Duo's effect allows me to banish a card from my graveyard, I believe, and add a Thunder Monster from my deck to my hand if I destroy a monster on my opponent's field by battle. But so that's it. Connor scoops it up. You know, he doesn't really have too much to go off of, and he knows that I can immediately get into Colossus with both of the both of my duo and my my regular Thunder Dragon on the field. And now I'm showing Connor my size. You can see that I sided a bunch of hand traps. I sided the entire Gamma Engine, 3 Ash, and I sided 2 Gamma Seals just to try and out any like Cyber Dragon Infinities, because that honestly, Cyber Dragon Infinity is probably what I was most worried about. You can see that I sided out a lot of my going first Dragon Engine, and that's the thing. Like when it comes down to it, it's really all about you know, how you side and how you really consider what would hinder you in whatever matchup you're in. Like, what card are you most worried about? So, but either way, guys, I really appreciate all of you. You guys give us. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Obviously, this is pre-ban list. I want to, I want to let you guys know that this is not. I know that Phantom Sky Blasters to 1, etc., etc. I know that all these cards are hit, but I wanted to get this up before that ban list was effective. So, just kind of enjoy the match, guys. Just let me know what you think. And I'll try and bring you guys Thunder Dragon profile, and that's relevant to the new ban list, and I will also get working on that Mermail profile as soon as I get Mermail Abyss Lacia. I also have a Necros profile coming soon. We got a lot of content coming for you guys. I've been trying to get in contact with Joe to try and get him to do a Noble Knight profile, but he really hasn't been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh lately. I think he's been doing a lot of other things, busy with people and things like that. But regardless, guys, Eric here with Team Eccentric, and I'm signing out. Rate and subscribe, leave your comments and ideas in the comment section below, and don't hesitate to give us respectful suggestions on content you want to see. Eric on behalf of the team saying take care, and Team Eccentric out.